What is going on, everybody? Glad to have you back tonight. Hey, Blake, hey, Matt. Blake, no, it is not going to be the same field. The other part field, I finished it last night. Right now, we are working on wheat, and I have hired workers. I got 3, I believe. I went and got a Challenger here, so I didn't put a tank on the back, but we're going to go test out some stuff on the dairy, see how that all works, test out the feed shed, stuff like that. So I'm just going to let these guys roll. They're almost done this field, so I think somebody was on earlier having them going. So, and we have a couple of cases as well. I guess they're not down here. They're probably down this end, so I would assume, yeah, here's our cases here. So we got a couple of quad tracks working on this end. So yeah, this field's almost pretty much seeded, and nothing seems to be having too much of an issue so far. So every part of the grounds are being seeded, so that's good. That's what we want. So yeah, we'll let them work on this field. I'm going to go test some other stuff. So yeah, that's where I'm going to go. I'm not quite sure how Killer has it all set up, so I'm not sure if I'm going to feed. Like, we'll see. Like I said, this is supposed to be a dairy, obviously, but this pen doesn't look like a dairy, so I have no idea what Killer was doing. He wanted to do something different. I do like his fence that he's done here, so. But he's taken a regular fence and expanded it, but I can see that we need to change that top bar. It looks a little weird that way, but anyway, so he's done this. We'll buy some cattle. We'll haul some cattle here. I want to test this feed shed. We put collisions in it and stuff, so I want to test them. Make sure they work. So we're going to go to the store. We got tons of money just for testing purposes, so we'll buy a bunch of cattle, but we're also going to haul some cattle just because I want to. So we need animals. There we go. So we'll do that. We need a couple trucks. I don't got a whole lot of trucks on server here, but we've used the Mac a lot in the stream, so I'm gonna try and use some of these other guys. Try and give you some variety. Now, I usually don't know what color to go with stuff. I kind of just pick and choose. Usually what looks good, but we're going to go with that, and I think another one of these guys be number 2. Or should be number 3 probably. I think they go up to 600 horsepower. Yeah, we can do 600, sure. Let's just do some crazy colors. We're also going to need tippers. Gonna have to use our illuminator, I think. It's still, the tarp's not quite fixed, but it's, a few things are fixed on it. That's it for that. There's so much stuff I don't even have on the server that I have in like an actual, my single player, but I think we're gonna go with that for now. I'm gonna buy a bunch of placeable stuff so we can test quickly, but not that I know of, Matt, no. There is a model out there, but nobody has released a version. But I don't know everything. I mean, Google obviously might find something I don't know about, so. These guys are in sync pretty much. I want to get this guy in the illuminator. Because, yeah, we're going to be testing out that feed shed. Normally I don't stream on a Monday, but I kind of felt like I'm just going to do probably an hour-long stream. But I didn't see anybody else really streaming tonight, so figured I might as well give her a go. Hey, Trema, how are you tonight? Ambulance again, I'm assuming? 24-hour shift. So we're going to test some cattle out here first, or some, I guess, dairy cattle, but we'll see. We might change this to beef, so I'll convince Killer to change it to beef. But then there wouldn't be a dairy, so then you may have to do a dairy too. I don't know. I'm not going to question what he wants to do. If that's what he wants, it's what he wants. So our cattle's over there. Alright, we'll go over there. That's pretty good. So what do you do when you're not on call or anything? You just sit in an ambulance and wait kind of thing? But well, I'm going to put beef cattle in the Mills County edit I'm doing, but people keep asking me about beef cattle, and I haven't even done it yet. But if it's on the Stappen, I call it Stappen batch, or what, I'm not sure how to say it. It's a European map. That's where they've got beef on it. So I'm just going to take it off there. I don't know how it's going to go. I kind of have an idea how I want it to work, but it's going to be a while yet before to do that. I was thinking I was going to do some editing tonight, but I was like, you know what? I feel like playing for an hour, so I did this instead. But I've been working on my I'm working on like a big pig area. I got 2 big hog sheds or hog barns, and I'm making a pig farm. How it should be is what I've been doing. So we're gonna buy. I'm not sure how many I can hold. 42. Okay, cool. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to tell him that. Oh, that's so bad. I said cattle and it gave me pigs. That is so weird. Well, this is why we test stuff, right? So, or maybe it was my. You know what? I probably wasn't selected on cattle. No, I definitely wasn't. Never mind. It's just me being an idiot. Oh, I see. So you just kind of sit around. What do you just sit around a parking lot, or do you sit around at where your ambulance is stationed, or kind of what goes on? So we're gonna haul these to the farm, and then we'll get some feed going and test them out, see how they work. Hey Chevy, hey Kyle, how's it going? I know. Apparently, according to Killer, he tested the oil last night, and it does not work on the server. So we're gonna look into getting that fixed. He said you can't haul oil, so that is a bummer. Single player it works, but yeah, he said multiplayer it doesn't. So that'll be one issue we'll be getting fixed before this map is released. Parking lots. Sometimes we sit at a station. Just depends. I see. Kind of a little bit of whatever, I guess. I was adding a little bit of details in my Mills County edit. Like I got a brand new dealership on there, and I was adding a Challenger 1000 series Challenger out front, and it's just a static object. I've just taken it and taken all the mod apart and just kept the i3D. So there'll be a nice 1000 series Challenger sitting out front as a static object. I think that'll look nicer than the Euro quad tracks and stuff. So add some stuff like that. Maybe put a big butt out there. I am not sure what I'm all gonna put out yet, but hopefully I can start streaming a single player of that eventually. So we'll get our cattle here. I was pressing the wrong button. Slowing down. So we'll do that. We'll keep checking on our guys seeding, but will you harvest the peas? Oh, we will, Chevy, when it comes to it, but practically I got workers seeding right now, so we're going to seed the entire map and then harvest the entire map. Obviously, I'm not going to do it all on a stream, but I'll show you bits and pieces. I'll show you what the different stages of the peas. I haven't changed that in the XML yet. I have to do that and re-upload this map, which it shouldn't cause any of our fields that are being seeded to be any different. So since I'm not doing any ground textures or anything, but yeah, no, you'll definitely see us harvest the peas and some of these fields are pretty big, so I'm not gonna have 2 or 3 streams doing the same field, I don't think, but I'll show you each field, but I probably won't show you more than one stream of it, just so you don't get too bored. But you never know, we'll see. Might just stream because I want to. So yeah, it takes a little ways to get there. I do like this road though. It is a nice highway, so not much to it really, but there's some nice terrain. So we'll get here, test the triggers out. I haven't played around with this with the cows at all, so this will be a first for me. Case of pop and you're good. Case of pop and some hard liquor, right? Well, I've still been having Sea of Thieves withdrawals. The guys I was playing with, I keep messaging them every like hour, and I was like, "Is it out yet? Is it out yet?" And I mean, it's not out till March 19th or whatever, but I'm having withdrawals. I keep trying to watch videos of it, and it's just. What's the name of the map? West Central. It's in my title of the stream there. Trying to cut back. That's what they all say, but well, hopefully you can do it, man. So I'll get this backed up here. Guess we can go right through those. All static objects here. Well, looks like it's gonna work. Oh, I need to unload. That's right. Unload them all. Alright. There we go. Cattle going around. Carson, work in progress. If you've watched any of my streams, I'm talking about how we're testing this and going to release it. So if you watched any stream, you would know that. And work in progress means a work in progress. So eventually. Everything's got to be tested first. We're not going to give you something that has a bunch of errors. So there we got our cattle. Fortunately, I got to drive a bunch of this stuff back. Let's test these, see if these guys are still going. That's going, yeah. These guys are going. I'm gonna have to come back to these guys because they're gonna get to the edge of the field and need to move them over to the other edge there. But oh yeah, it will kill your liver for sure. I always feel like a drink a day ain't gonna hurt nothing, but fortunately the reset point is to the one farm. It's still quite a way, so unfortunately it's kind of like I still have to drive these, but. We'll go get some feed shed filled up with this guy. Actually, I don't know if this is closer to the dairy or the other. The other farm's actually probably pretty close. Oh, this is all Killer. Killer was the one that made this map. I haven't done anything on this map, so. But he's part of Trailer Park Farm, so I guess technically a group effort. I'm just more testing it right now, but nothing wrong with that, Chevy. I usually have a drink a day, but I don't heavily drink hardly anymore. UMRV map, Trauma. Yeah, it's a good map. I played it. It just I didn't really like the area, so that's it for me. It's a beautiful map, beautiful detail, and don't get me wrong, it's just like all the other maps out there. Like there's like 3 or 4 really good maps. It just the area for me, if it's a part of the world that I don't necessarily like or would ever want to farm in, I don't find it interesting. But I mean, it's a beautiful map, don't get me wrong on that. He added a lot of detail, made it very nice. Oh, the crop prices, they might be. still have to fix some prices on here, but I'll maybe do that before I stream next and get that, because I'd like to plant lentils and flax as well, but with the way the seed usage is right now, I don't want to do that stuff. Yeah, I've seen him talk about me a bit, Carson, where I talk to him, so we've kind of chatted back and forth, and a couple things hopefully I can figure out, and then send it to him for a couple things he's doing. But don't talk to him that often, but I do watch his stream, and I do support anything he does usually. So most people that stream farm sim, I wouldn't say I watch everybody else, but I've definitely like tuned into somebody's stream just to see what they're playing or who they are. But Tyler. Soon, Dylan, soon. Now, how's New Ellen going? I think those fields are even bigger. Dylan knows he's joking around. Pretty sure those fields on New Ellen are even bigger than this map, but I'm not sure. So, some pretty big fields on this map. Look what we got here. 4 is really big. I don't know if you want to split that up into... But for... What was I going to say now? I can't remember. Oh yeah, with the new course play, it's not bad, because you can do the island. There's an island options on it, so it'll go around stuff in the middle, but... It was going good. Oh, what does that mean? I haven't watched last couple of random streams to see what you guys are doing, but I was too into my Sea of Thieves on the weekend. Sandbank in the top right. Hold on, let me get here. No, those are all water spots. I don't know why they look like that on the map, but that's all water, so... Any spot that looks like sand is water. I'd have to ask Killer why it looks like that, but... So, we're going to test this feed building out. Like I said, it's nothing special. MAMF did it first. Kind of does, yeah, doesn't it? Like I said, MAMF did this building first. They did it to scale, but we just kind of wanted to kind of do our own thing. But still, probably need some texture work and stuff. But this is our version of it. So we will get a placeable and we'll start up with some feed. I haven't tested any of the collisions in here yet, so they were just placed the other day. So we're going to... Actually, you know what? We're probably not going to have the proper placeable to test, are we? No. It's probably on my single player. Yeah. Yeah, I need that all-in-one silo is what I need. Well then, let's see what we can do here. I have tested this in single player, I guess, too, but... What we got? Manure. Yeah, we might have to actually do our own grass and stuff. I never thought of that. I thought I had my placeable silo, but... yeah, nothing back here. We probably need to be in the summer before I can do this grass, don't we? Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to see if that placeable silo is multiplayer. I don't think it is, but I know we're gonna have some guys stuck here. So we'll move them over. Oh, this guy's gonna be a dick and get this guy going. Get this, what are we doing? Wheat. Yeah, we're doing wheat in this field, so. Well, that ruins my plans for the cattle. I forgot that I don't have that in multiplayer, so. Can't really test that shed because I got nothing to put in it. Generally in my single player, I've got an all-in-one silo in it, so I can basically dump whatever I want. Maybe I have to put one of those on the server to get her tested. Not sure. Oh yeah, that other guy will be done now. Get this guy moved over as well. Yeah, there's a little bit of a ridge there, but let's get these guys going again. So everyone's Monday. Was it typical Monday, you know, shitty Monday type thing, or good Monday? Get a little graveyard in the corner here. Just gonna kind of put this guy. Hey Farmer 234, how's it going tonight? I'm just gonna put this guy somewhere random. Just going good, except my plan to test the cattle is not gonna work, so I need chaff and stuff like that, so I was just gonna cheat and load it up, but obviously I can't do it on here. So I'll have to get something. I'm not going to put other mods on the server right now, so. Chandler Murphy, how you doing tonight, man? So yeah, well, at least we'll drive up it and at least see if that's all going to work. It's pretty sketchy up there, but we'll at least drive through and need to put some lights on the outside of this building too. So yeah, it's just got a very narrow walkway here, but so far it looks good. Just make sure you stay on this. Nothing fancy, no special grate or what it would normally be like, but yeah, then you can just kind of tip anywhere. And how's the map? It's pretty good, just testing all the fields. Like I said, hauling oil doesn't work on it in multiplayer on a server, so we're going to be fixing that. This side of the wall, yeah, is a little, got a pretty big roof on it, but so this is where you come in and dump, obviously. Looks like we're able to drive up here, so I kind of thought these bays below here were a little small, but according to Satan, that's what he wanted, so. So that's all good. Yeah, it's going to take some skills, just make sure you don't fall off of that, but I'll have to get something on the server so I can test that with you guys watching, or I might just do that on single player, but I guess I could stream a single player on this map too, just to test this building. I could do that too, so yeah, you pretty much drive in and out like that. You know, you got a good enough space here. We're gonna, this door that we're gonna go through is technically for a feed wagon, but we might have trouble getting through it with the truck and trailer. But so this is a door you'll come around with your feed wagon. Clearly there we go. I kind of have a feeling I'm not going to fit in there with this, even if I take it really wide. Actually, there's no collision on the wall, so I might be okay. There we go. That works. So yeah, come down here. You can come down here with your feed wagon if you want. There's a kind of that way your loader can come up to it and feed it from here type thing. You can really do whatever you want. You can pull in these other doors, but it's kind of the main one, and then you come back up here. And that's kind of how it's going to be for right now. I'm not sure why that trailer had issues getting up there, but hey Trevor P, how are you tonight? So yeah, that's pretty much going to be the feed shed. So we tested that. We'll have to see what it's like when we actually dump stuff in the collisions, because there should be collisions in here. Let's just give a check here. Collisions on the wall, yeah. So there's collisions on these walls here. Collisions on here, up above. So, I mean, this is... I don't know if there's going to be a lot of room for product, but we will find out, I guess. A little bit of grass we got to get out of here still. Some lights inside. I think it almost kind of needs more lights, but I actually could, well, I could speed it up, but I'll do that later. We'll see what it looks like with the lights on. We might actually need even more lights in here, but how's the winter going out there? It's going all right. Just had another big dump of snow, so I just finished plowing the rest of the snow on the farm today before it melts and gets too hard crusted and hard to move around the yard. So I'm hoping we're kind of done with snow, but you never know. That could be a very... You never know. You get snow in April and stuff too all the time. So, well, it looks like these guys are going to be pretty much done here. So that's good. We'll be done this field. I'm not sure what this guy is sitting waiting for. Yeah, guess he's thinks he's done. I'm not sure what field we're gonna go to next, but we'll see, I suppose. So yeah, these guys should be able to finish this strip. What fields do we want to go to next? Probably go to these little ones over here. These that aren't that big, but seed this one here. Guess we got to buy it first. $2 million for this piece, jeez. Yeah, those prices. I don't know. I might do some of those prices too. It's gonna take a lot for people to buy these. I'll see what this little guy is here. $1 million. Whew. $1 million for this piece. By the looks of it, doesn't look like it's worth $1 million, but. So you got a grass area here. I wonder if there's any gates into here. Killer said he put gates into here, and I said, well, I don't think you did. They look like there's fence around this whole area, so I don't know how we're supposed to get in here. Supposedly he told me he put gates so you could get in, but I ain't seeing none. Nope. So can't get into this grass area. I'm gonna have to let him know about that. I don't know how we're supposed to get in there in hay when it's fenced. This one's not fenced. Oh, it is. Never mind. Fenced just to here, so you can get in here. Okay, that's good. I think these ones over here are both fenced as well. Actually, this one is not, so you could get in by the railroad tracks, I suppose. Yeah, fence there. So railroad tracks you can get in, I guess, but This one I don't think has an entrance. It might, but kind of think it doesn't. No, it doesn't look like it has a... Or does it? Okay, it has an entrance right here. Okay, so he's left the spot open there. Okay, so just the one, basically. That's good to know. So this one has no open area into it. That I could see, anyway. Unless I'm going too fast and missing the fence, but... No, you know what? Never mind. He has left it open. Never mind. Okay, they're all open. So... How's our seeding going here? Yeah, so one strip left. Strip there. I think the challenger guy's done, so we'll get in him and we'll start on that other field when he's done here. So we'll get him, I think we'll maybe seed some canola over there. I'm not going to seed the new crops yet. I got to fix that first, but because they're taking a little too much, or too much seeds, so I'll have to change that in the XML. Like you seen last night on the peas that we were doing. So that field over there is peas. Well, only half of it. We'll have to seed the other half, but... Let's get... Hey Enrique, how are you doing tonight, buddy? Figured I'd stream for an hour here, and so another half an hour and then I'll be done for tonight. I'm not going to do a long one tonight. Just a short little one. Plus there's not a whole lot to do on this map right now, now that I can't do the cattle and stuff, and I don't want you guys to sit here and watch me seed for hours and hours, so I'm trying to get the hired workers to do most of it. And it seems they're covering every single area, so I'm thinking the fields are pretty good for seeding, but... We'll get this guy going. I think we'll seed canola. I'm not 100% sure yet what we'll do, but... I'm doing good, Enrique. It's a good day today. Plowed more snow. Got all the hydraulic filters, fuel filters, all the what was it? Front axle drained and topped up. I'm trying to think. Oh, rear final drives, front final drives. I redid all those on our loader tractor that we're gonna sell. So pretty much every single oil in that tractor has been changed and refilled. Air filters, so should be good to take pictures of it and post it on Kijiji pretty soon here. We'll eventually put the loader, well, I think, yeah, we'll put the loader on it. I'm going to take pictures without the loader on it and just take pictures separate first. And there's a few other things in the interior of our tractor that I have to glue together before it gets sold, but kind of got a, what do you call them, a sun visor. You can pull it down, it keeps the sun out of your eyes. One of the ends broke on that, so I super glued it together, and hopefully it lasts the new owner a couple of years. I've only had to glue it once in the 10 years we've had it, and then it broke the other day when we were hauling it back home. So I think it will hold up for another 4 or 5 years. Person buying it probably won't even notice. So yeah, that one guy doesn't know what he's doing. It's probably like, what am I doing? I find the helpers, you always got to turn your tractor and turn it back on. So we'll get him on this last strip over here. And this field is seeded. So you guys didn't have to watch too much of this field being seeded, so... I might miss a bit there, but that's okay. Won't judge him. I'll go seed one of these little guys here. I guess it doesn't matter. I can do them both. And I don't want to do wheat. I think we'll do canola. Do some canola here. Or actually, you know what? This is a small enough field. I'm going to do some of those other crops. Let's do some lentils. Just because I know it's going to run out fast, but this is a small enough field I won't have to fill up too much. So yeah, we'll see the lentils. Yeah, they're going down pretty quickly, but maybe I'll change that tonight. Upload the map again tomorrow. But I guess those other guys will be done right away, so I might even send them to a bigger field. I'm not sure. I think, like, generally you gotta do the outside round with them, and then you can set them on hired workers, so. Hired worker not very good with doing outside rounds. I guess I just have them. No, I have to do a couple outside rounds first. Just makes it simpler. But yeah, if you look there, lentils we're already at 90%. So yeah, it's going down a little too fast. I think these are the two smallest fields on the map, I believe, so still a pretty decent size. Still probably take a while when this tractor only goes 12 miles an hour. Need some horsepower, I guess. Mr. Gordy, how are you tonight? Lentils, it's a crop you can grow. See you later, Kyle. I've never actually grown them because in my area you can't, so I don't know. I don't think lentils are things you can grow in the States. I wouldn't have a clue. Saskatchewan grows a lot of lentils. Google them and look them up. I've never grown them. You'd have to go further east of my farm to grow them. Just we don't, like I said last night's stream, we don't have enough growing degree days or enough. Basically, it's enough warm days. Our weather just gets too cold at night because we're too close to the mountains, so you can't grow lentils here. But I honestly couldn't even really explain it to you because I've never actually grown them. I know it's huge in Saskatchewan, and they do them in Alberta too, but more eastern and southern Alberta. They're pretty easy to grow, and I'm not sure what their price is now, but like my dad used to tell me some stories of a guy who would buy a farm, and then all he would do is grow lentils, and he'd pay off the entire farm he just bought, and then he'd go buy another farm, and then he'd just grow lentils. It was a huge cash crop. I'm not sure what it's like now, but yeah, it used to be worth good money, and it was easy to grow. So definitely something we can't grow, so I'm kind of curious to see what the stages look like, what Killer did. Killer would know more about them than me since he's from Saskatchewan, but I know peas and I know flax because I've grown flax. Flax is kind of cool. It gets a nice purple flower on it when it's flowering, so pretty cool that way. And flax, it looks like a little brown mini water drop. It's crazy, and it's flat as a pancake. It's a pretty cool little seed. Trevor, what do we plan on growing this year? We always grow malt barley. We always seed malt varieties. Whether they turn out to be malt or not, usually is all dependent on the weather. It's all on Mother Nature, whether it turns out to be feed barley or malt. This year, all of our barley was malt, so awesome. Because feed barley is around it was around $4. Sometimes it goes down to $3. I'm not sure what it's at right now. We don't got any feed barley, so I haven't been watching the prices. But our malt barley, we've got a contract locked in with our malting for $6 for 3 years, and I think malt barley right now is $5.40 or $5.30 or something. I think it was. So our $6 is pretty good locked into that. But this is our last year being locked into that, and then we'll get the lower price as well. So, oh, Lentils got disease. That sucks. So Trevor, we're doing. I'm not sure on our acres yet. We usually do about 1,000 of barley, 1,000 of wheat, and 1,000 of canola. Well, not quite. It depends on our rotation, because our canola is on a 3-year rotation. We don't grow canola back to back because you can get club root and stuff like that. So basically we grow canola and then we put another crop on it for 2 or maybe even 3 years, and then canola the 4th year. So yeah, we're on a 3-year rotation, I guess. So this year for barley, I can't remember. There's about 4 different kinds. We're actually going to try a hard red wheat. So I am Jake. So yeah, we're going to be doing a hard red wheat. I can't remember what the variety was, and then we do a couple other ones. I have to that's barley. Copeland and Standard is what we do for. The varieties don't matter as much because everybody has different varieties where they're from. But so we're gonna do some wheat, and then obviously we do a bit of canola, and we straight cut most of our canola. Most guys around us swath it. We swath the bit if we have to on the weather, and depending what kind of diseases it's got and stuff, if we're not going to be able to let it stand, sometimes the agronomist says you have to swath it. So, but what was it? 3 years ago we started straight cutting. We did 100 acres, and then last year we did a couple quarters, and this year I think we're going to do more than like half of our canola is going to be straight cut. So I mean, a lot of our neighbors around us are just starting to do it. They're like, hey, you know, that they just get scared when they see snow. But believe it or not, you're better to leave canola standing with snow than swath it. So nice, Patriotic. That's awesome, man. And if you get scared and you got standing canola, you're better off to let it stand than to swath it. Because I mean, your pod shatter is very minimal. If you put it in a swath, I guess the wind can shatter it. So it's yeah. Lentils are more like less peas. Okay, yeah, that's what we're doing anyway. Some lentils, but we're not going to make it around this whole field before we have to fill up. So. I would get those other guys going on course play, but I have to do a couple of rounds with them in the field, and I'm just going to do this for now. So, seeing this field will be plenty for the rest of the stream, I guess. Get our lentils in. And then we'll probably do some flax too, because I want to show you guys the growth stages. Basically, it's just Google. We scoured Google Images for like really, really good images. I don't think I looked for lentils. I looked for flax, and I got a bunch for killer, and then I did a little. Well, I might did a little bit on the lentils. I don't think I did any on the peas, but canola equals cereal. Peter, go with a bowl of cereal, man. Okay, 15 to 20 inches tall, right on. Oh, right on, Jake. Yeah, no, it's that animation XML. I never used to understand it, but basically, like when you look at an animation and it will say node 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you go into the i3D of the door, and it's actually like it's kind of hard to explain. I'd have to show you guys in GE, but I was like, how the heck does each door, you know, have a certain thing? And yeah, but it all lines up. It all makes sense. It's just a little different. So, but But yeah, it's pretty cool when you get this stuff figured out. That stuff used to make no sense to me, but it's pretty good now. I can go into a map, and for the most part, you're okay to duplicate lights and doors, but you have to be careful if it has a save ID or an on create or anything like that, then you have to name it differently, because then you're going to get the error duplicate save IDs, and that was an error I learned how to deal with a long time ago, because I used to I was like, oh, I'm just going to duplicate this and move it over here, and I'll duplicate this, and I go to play the game, and it's like duplicate save ID, and I was like, what the hell does that mean? But yeah, before you duplicate something, scroll down in the user attributes and make sure it doesn't have a save ID or stuff like that, because you'll have to name it something different then. Or like name it something different and then set it up in the XML as well, and then you won't have that error. But there's always something to watch. After you do it once, you'll learn not to do it again. So yeah, we'll probably start going back and forth here soon, I would think, but gonna need the seed truck. That's something I need to fix, but some errors are detrimental to gameplay and some aren't. You'll probably notice if you get FPS drops or any Lua errors, definitely cause issues to your game. You don't want Lua errors. Some texture errors can cause issues, some don't. It all depends, really. A lot of your height does not equal 2n. That has to do with a lot of your DDS files, or like your texture files, or one of those files aren't sized properly. That I don't believe those affect your gameplay at all. But hey, wait, how are you tonight? So yeah, it all depends. I'm not sure exactly what I usually just try and strive for having no errors at all, but no worries, man. I was gonna make you watch the streams because I've said it plenty of times in the streams. So sometimes when I got asked the same, or sometimes when I get asked the same question like 20 or 30 times, I just tell people, go watch the stream. You figure out the answer. I'm planting lentils. It's a crop that gets done a lot in Saskatchewan. But we're not going to make it to the end of the field, but we'll just drive down there anyway probably and fill up, and probably need a couple more fills to finish this, but once I actually fix the seed usage, then we won't have to fill up so many times. We're going to make it pretty close to the corner anyway. Not quite good enough. Oh, whole map? Yeah. That is Wade, yeah. Yeah, well, I didn't make this personally. This was Killer that's done this whole map, but he's obviously part of the page, so. This is a Saskatchewan map. So yes, basically a Canadian map. There's not, like I said, it's not pretty much what you see me playing here is what it's going to be, other than stuff being fixed. It's like, look at all the fields. It's pretty much just fields, and there's, I think, 4 farms, 2 towns, and that's it. And fields, train, sell point there, sell points here, and sell points in town. That's it. So it's, like I said, it's not going to be anything extremely fancy, but something a little different. If this entire field is seeded, jeez. We need our seed truck here. That's what I'm going to get. I'm thinking Can Farm from Serious Mods is going to be a little bit smaller fields, and he's going to have probably a ton more detail, but that's Serious Mods for you, so. Looks good, eh? Apparently the other night I said A about 8 times according to chat, so. Oh, I would imagine so, 8. I've never ate a lentil. I've never even been able to plant them. I've ate faba beans. The faba beans are kind of gross, especially when they're only... Ours were discolored, so they were more for animal feed. And then I've ate flax, but flax, I don't know, it doesn't really have a taste to it. It's kind of weird. So, do you know Ricky, Julian, Bubbles? Like they're your neighbors, right? Hey Matthew, how are you tonight? Not patriotic. You know, honestly, this name, it just... Satan said, hey, why don't we be Trailer Park Farms? Because we weren't even planning on having a Facebook page or a YouTube or anything like that. It was just I said, hey, I want to put logos on our trucks and stuff. Give me a name. And so, jokingly, he said this, and I was like, that's a shitty name, but it eventually stuck. So, from Montreal, right on, AJ. Yeah, no, you haven't caught me saying it yet, but the other night I was saying it quite a bit. Yeah, like I said, not a lot of detail. Series mods will be way more detailed than this, but... Killer's not all about the details. He likes the map as it is, and he's the one that made it, so honestly, I'm not gonna tell him how to do it any differently. I'm doing an edit to Mills, and I'm kind of adding Canadian stuff into it, even though Mills County is definitely not Canadian, but... See you, Mr. Gordy. Yeah, 4 AM does come fast. No, patriotic. We only call Bubbles because that's his nickname. That was his nickname way before Trailer Park Boys was ever around. He's always been Bubbles. I'm pretty sure Matthew Trepple's from Saskatchewan. I'm not sure who else, but no, Satan goes by, I don't know, 4 or 5 different names. Smithers. He kind of chooses what day he wants to be, and then Killer's always been Killer's Killer. You've seen him on AAM. A lot of stuff on American Eagle modding from Killer. That's Killer. Killer in our group, and then my name is Zumba, so. I'm not sure what happened, Patriot Game. I didn't see what you said, but yeah. So this map will be in your backyard then, because this is terrain taken from West Central. So both the little town with the elevators is not fictional. I'm pretty sure it was on the terrain, but the big town in the corner where the dealership and stuff is, that's who is Killer on AM. If you look at some of the mods and who released them, it will say Killer FF or whatever. That's who Killer is. Stuff in 15, he did a lot of stuff in 15 as well. So yeah, I've been friends with him for a couple years now, I think, so. And I got my nickname Zumba because one night I was talking about how my girlfriend, what was it, on this Nintendo Switch or whatever, a Wii U, there's the dancing workout that's called Zumba. And I was talking about it, so they were making fun of me or whatever, so that's my name. I don't think there's rules yet, Wade. Well, I'm not sure how to incorporate the rules yet, but there is that plus commands. You can do certain commands and stuff, but... Does this map have good corn and bean texturing? I'm not sure. I actually haven't seen what the corn or the beans look like yet. Killer just uploaded this map the other day, so... He had another version... Oh. He had another version of this map, but... Oh yeah, careful with emojis. My butt doesn't like that. Good night, farmer. I haven't really put too many rules out yet, but yeah, I'll let you know. They're probably just what's on any other map. I'm not sure what map he would have taken them off of. He did take some buildings off Mills, or he did. I'm not sure where all these buildings are from, to be honest. Actually, I should set that up as a course. See, I'm not going to be able to see my GPS now, unfortunately, but that's alright. Don't need to see my lines. I did my F5 button, so that gets rid of my lines for this play session. Gonna slow ourselves down here a little bit. Oh, Jake, that doesn't sound like any of the good places. Quebec City, oh geez. Then Ontario, we mean Ontariable. That's what I call it. My girlfriend's from there and I bug her all the time. It's Ontariable. You can try and piss Nightbot off, but he only times you out for like 5 seconds. Oh yeah, you'll piss him off by doing that, I think, eventually. But I don't know. I'm not sure how many symbols you can do before he times you out. I'm not sure. Have a good one, Dylan. On terrible, yeah. There you go. Takes a little bit, I guess, to piss Nightbot off. I haven't said a whole ton of rules because I don't. Yeah, but he only times you out for 5 seconds. I think it gets more and more, but Cocoa Puffs. Oh, come on, man. That's like full of sugar. You gotta have Vector. That's the only like cereal I eat is Vector. It's good for you. I don't eat Lucky Charms or any of that garbage anymore. I mean, I guess as a kid I did, but I ate a lot of Shreddies and what was the other one? Corn Puffs? Corn Pops? Oh yeah, I used to eat those too. Not anymore though. It's all Vector for me. I'd like to be pulling the Seedhawk too, but I need to go edit one of the tractors. I need to give them a little more horsepower. The quad tracks have about 690 horsepower, I think, and that's still not enough to pull a Seedhawk up a hill, so. Yeah, I ate Corn Pops when I was younger. I probably haven't had Corn Pops for like 15 years. Oh, Bullet Bill's new map? Yeah, that looks like a beautiful map. I think I'm definitely going to stream and play on that map. I'm curious to see his map borders, because in his pictures he's like, where's the map border? I can't even tell. So I mean, that's going to be unbelievable. See you later, Wade. 9620 RX. I don't think it's got any more horsepower than the quad tracks right now, though. Jake, I'd have to edit it. It'd probably have the same. I can't hook up. You can't hook up what? Or how can you hook up the back trail for the Doper Super Bees? Mine, I can hook up to it. I wish I could. How do you hook up the back trail for the Doper? So what, you can't hook up the back trailer? That's weird. Where'd you get it off of? Yeah, I'm looking forward to Bullet Bill's map. He's a really, like, beyond believable map maker, and for him to be making an American map, it looks beautiful. Definitely a map that I'll be playing and streaming for sure. Too many good maps coming out. I don't need to worry about making anything since 19's coming. I'm not sure why you can't hook up. The ones off AAM work just fine. They did when I downloaded them, so Mind you, I haven't downloaded them for like a year, but if they're on AM, they should hook up. This is the exact same drill that's on AM Patriotic. It has shiny wheels too, see? See the shiny wheels? Same drill. I haven't done nothing to this drill. Not yet anyway. Oh, Jake, you're John Deere guy. Well, see, I edited a dealership on Mills County, and I'm calling it the every brand a dealership, except I don't have any John Deere. I deleted all the John Deere stuff because I don't like John Deere. But Canadian flags that I had on, they were on the old version of the drill. We never put any on the new version before it got released, so have to go and change that, I guess. Well, Bourgault is made in Saskatchewan too, so I guess for this map should have made a Bourgault factory. They're by far the best seeders in my opinion out there, but I also own one in real life, so maybe a little biased. No school. Right on, Davey. I'm just kidding, Jake. I like I said, I personally don't like John Deere, but I have nothing against people that like John Deere, so everybody likes their own stuff. I still use it in the game because I know you guys want to see it, and a couple of the guys on the server, they like John Deere, so I play with it. I'm not a fan, but I will play with it to keep everyone happy. Actually, just a couple nights ago, I was streaming with the 9R on Autumn Oaks for some people. I gave up the case for a bit, so mind you, I don't hate you, Alfalfa. You can like what you like. I'm not a fan of the John Deere stuff. I'll still use it though, so I can't say I don't really like it. I've never actually drove it, but my real life farm doesn't have any. John Deere pissed my great grandpa off. He said he would never grace their doors again, and we never have. So that's just how it goes, I guess. We have a dealership in our little town here, and we'll travel 50 minutes away to our our AGCO dealership just to deal with them. But mind you, the dealership that we deal with, they work 7 days a week all the time, whereas the Case and John Deere in town, they have Sundays off, and sometimes they take Saturdays off, and it's just like, come on, like during some of the busy times you need to be open 24/7, and they're not, so it's pretty sad. He uses a 9630 and 9620. He used to have a Seahawk with 2 John Deere tanks. Okay, and right on, man. And like I told you guys before, you'll see my setup in real life because I'll make a video, but we have a Bourgault tank like this. Well, this is a 7950, so we have a 7700, and we have singles on the back. We don't have duals, because the duals, we wouldn't be able to get into some of our rented land that has fences, and our renters aren't willing to take the fences out, or they won't even let us do it. They want them to stay put, so we couldn't get duals on our tank. And then we have a 62-foot 5810, so it doesn't look like this, because this would be a 3320. I love GPS model planning. It gives me time to read chat and talk to you guys. Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, mostly John Deere and some Case around here, and a little bit Claas. Not much. Right on, Matt. Yeah, there's a little bit of everything here, but yeah, we're gonna get to see this field done with lentils pretty soon. I was thinking of getting Polly to make the 100-foot Bourgault drill, but I don't think we're gonna do too many new projects before 19 comes out, so just edit what we have and just enjoy playing. Still, we'll have something coming for you guys since we reached 4,000 likes on Facebook. I just haven't decided what it's going to be yet. So, AJ, I don't mind New Holland. I don't think I'd ever use it in real life, but I don't mind it in the game, so. It's pretty hard to break my Agco in case brands that I love, so. I'm not a huge fan of a lot of case stuff either. Case combines, no, I like the case four-wheel drives, and that's about it. That's all we use of case. How would you run Courseplay on here? I would if I was on a single player, but I'm on a dedicated server right now, Matt, so Courseplay won't work on here. This is multiplayer, so fortunately I am stuck to using hired help or GPS, but Courseplay would be perfect for this map. I have used it in single player a bit. Oh, he has some Load King Super Bees right on, man. That's awesome, yeah. It sounds like he has a lot of... Oh, he has a couple New Hollands, 1030. That's... Yeah, I'm excited for 19, but it's a long ways away, so I'm not worried about it at the moment. Probably going to end up playing 17 for a while anyway, so... I'll get 19, but I'm not going to make the switch as easy as I did from 15 to 17. Don't get me wrong, anybody that says the new game is shitty and the old game is where it is at, technically in a way they're kind of wrong. The new game is always going to be better because a lot of the scripts that we have in these games gets implemented into the game, so it's a lot easier for script wise and stuff. But yes, it does suck because, hey Budman, how you doing? The thing that sucks is you see right now all the good scripts and all the good mods that are coming out. People have finally figured out how 17 works, and then Giants goes and brings out 19, and then everyone has to start all over. If you give the scripters and the modders and the mappers, say 3 or 4 years, you know how much good stuff we'd have in this game? Giants would have even more good stuff to base their new game on, but from a money and a different standpoint that they look at it, they obviously can't do that. But I mean, there would be so much more great stuff out, so many more scripts, but just nobody ever gets enough time. I'm doing good, bud, man. Just doing a quick little stream here, and I'm not sure how much longer I'll stream, but oh, that'd be cool, Patriotic. Yeah, I think I'm on the list to test too, but generally some of the really big streamers get some sneak peeks, but you get to play it a little bit early sometimes. Are they alfalfa? Okay, for somebody that's smart with you like Scribs, yeah, it's probably a piece of cake. Some of us other people, it takes a little bit. Hey John, how are you tonight? The Cedar's on AM, American Eagle Morning, if you want to go get her. So right now, I'm not trying to play too realistic. I'm just trying to test fields out, get them seeded, that type of thing. Well, that's better alfalfa, because wasn't it in 15 they waited a while before they put them out? Doing good, John. Just figured I'd do a quick little stream. Get a little more. I don't know if the other guys are ever going to jump on and do any testing. It might be all me, but... Cough, cough, alfalfa? No. Yeah, got a lot of seeding to do. Some of these fields are pretty big. Yeah, that's kind of crappy if they wait. It's no fun. Honestly, AJ, I'd not really like to have anything private, but some stuff is just it's edited so minimally that I can't take a modder's work and do, oh look, I went and changed, I put some four-ways on the tractor, I'm gonna release it. I don't believe in doing that, so it has to be a substantial change in order to release it usually. But We like, for the most part, to release anything that we do, but yeah, some stuff unfortunately does not get released, but that's just how it is. Some stuff's never good enough. There's some stuff that I would like to release, but it honestly has too many errors, and I can't fix them, or I get tired of working on it and I don't want to work on it. So same with the other guys. Stuff gets boring after a while, you move on to something different, so I mean, stuff like that happens. Well, I see the global market. There is a global market script out there, but some people do use it, so I mean, you could always look forward to doing that. With seed and one with third, yeah, patriotic, I maybe could. God, you guys are typing a lot. It's hard for me to read all this now. I'm getting to the short stuff. Oh, Borgo tank and a Seedmaster drill. Okay, Brant grain cart. Yeah, see, Brant grain cart would be nice. I like Brant grain carts. Yeah, Jake, yeah, that the J and MC tender is pretty nice. Yeah, it just depends how they're scripted, and some stuff have triggers differently. Everybody kind of does their stuff different, but sure, Alfalfa. Whenever you want to send it, I can go back to Autumn Oaks, or I can. I think we're going to be harvesting on that map soon, so we can bale some straw and test it out then if you like. Because I think it's going to be a while before we have any bales on here to. I guess you could just buy bales too in the store and test it that way, but. J&M stuff's pretty cool too. Matt, that's what we wanted to do. We wanted the seeder and tank to be separate, but we just couldn't figure out the scripting to make it doable. Like how the tank fills, where you can fill seed and fertilizer into that. If they were split apart, we couldn't get that to work. So, and obviously, with the Big Bud DLC, we did get a hold of the XMLs, some of the XML stuff. So the Borgo is basically, well, with the help from Giants, we talked to Giants and they kind of sent us some of the info to Killer to be able to reference some scripts for this Borgo to work. But obviously we can't get it separated like the Seed Hawk without being able to access the i3D and stuff. So that's why it is the way it is. I kind of wanted it the other way too. That's how the first version was. I still have, not on the server right now, but the old version I have, the seeder and the tank are split apart. One of the older versions I have. But it doesn't oh, that beeping, god darn. But it doesn't fill up the same way, so. Oh, you got the marker moving, nice. So I can stack bales on top of each other. I'm kind of curious to try that. It'll probably just blow everything up, but I plan on staying with FS17 for a while. I have 3 family members that play together. It will cost to upgrade. Oh, John, nice, man. That's awesome when you get everybody playing the game, though. The guy was working on a Brandt and Wheat Heart overhead augers. Right on. That'd be sweet, yeah, if you could get some of those in there. Yeah, we try and do, like, I know some people don't like kind of the dollar chrome, but we kind of, basically all our chrome is a serious mods tutorial chrome. It's the same type of chrome, so to me that's my favorite chrome. It's maybe not super shiny like what realistic chrome is in the real life, but I don't care for that, so. You do what you love. So yeah, we got that field done. We got a bigger field. We'll probably do lentils over here too, I guess. I kind of want to go get those other guys, quad tracks set up in another. Well, I'll maybe do around here and then I'll get them started on this field. But I gotta do this in real life too. I gotta always swing my drill, so I got enough room to drive by with the auger. Unfortunately, anybody I know in real life thinks Farm Sim's dumb, so I don't get to play with any of my family members or anything. Jake, it can actually make that happen already, so I could take these trailers right now and I can make each hopper load separately with different product. There's a couple trailers out there that have it. I haven't incorporated it on the... Are we empty? Oh, we are empty. I have not incorporated it on the grain trailers. But it is doable, so... Yeah, when you can find time, John, that's the thing. When you can find time to play, which time is a precious thing sometimes. Sometimes you don't have time to spend on video games. My girlfriend's nice enough to let me play this game quite often. Well, I play it regardless whether she likes it or not. Sometimes it pisses her off because I play Farm Sim a lot. Oh, you refuse to use any trailers, eh? Just because they don't work? Don't let it bother you, AJ. Everybody, as long as it's all in good fun, but don't let them pick on you too much. It's not right for somebody to be doing that just because you like something different. Matt, there's a fix for that. If you go... these seeders that I have right now, they don't, when you do course play, the auger and the lids don't fold out. If you go on AEM in the support thread, a guy has put in what you need to copy and paste in the XML, and it fixes that issue. So just follow what he said, and it keeps your auger and your lids in. So you just have to go to the Borgo seeder, and then go to, there'll be a little support. It will say support here, and you click on the here link, and then it'll take you to support, and you scroll down, and a guy has got some XML stuff that you need to copy, and it will fix your course play issues with the drill. We generally don't use course play, so that was just something we never even thought to check, because we don't ever use course play, but you know, never think of the people that do. So alright, Blake, have a good night, man. Thanks for tuning in. There's not necessarily a script, Jake. There is a seed tender that has a bunch of different hoppers, and somebody's made 2 different fill planes and then scripted one for seed and one for fertilizer. It's also in the Horse DLC, or the Horse, that free content that we got. There's a seeder in there. So basically all you have to do is you have to take this grain hopper, this front trailer here, and you have to make 2 separate fill planes. So the front hopper has to be one fill plane, and then you have to make a fill plane for the back one as well. You can't have it all one fill plane, so... And then there is scripting out there for your green doors to be opened up separately. I think it was on Joe Lindbergh's trailer. So you can kind of follow that same stuff. That's one way to do it anyway. I kind of thinking, what was it? I think Killer was telling me another way, but I don't remember what he was saying. So, oh, make sure they have pits, no augers. I gotcha. You don't like seeing the double hoppers open up and only load into a tiny spot. I gotcha. Makes sense. That sucks, Matt. Yeah, believe it or not, simulator games take a lot of juice, especially just with the graphics and models, and that's for sure an issue. AJ, I don't have a list of all the mods. People have asked me to make a pin post on our Facebook page. I'm never going to do that. I feel like people that just want mods, it's too easy for them to go to the pin post, click on download all the mods, and then go off. They're not going to read the post. They're not going to look at pictures, so I'm going to make people suffer. I want you to read my long post, and I want you to look at pictures. So unfortunately, I'm never going to Trailer Park Farms will never have a pin post. You're gonna have to scroll down the page to find the mods, unfortunately, but there's too many people that just want mods and nothing else, so I'll never make a pin post for that reason. That way you gotta search and you gotta do the reading yourself. I feel like that's for the amount of stuff released, I feel like that's a good compromise. Well, I hope you enjoy reading, that's why I do it. I like to put a little thought in some of my posts. No, yeah, they don't got the pretty logos. Yeah, no, the ones in AAM don't have the logo on the side like these do. Plus, these were retextured again because the other ones have got some black spots on them or some shaded areas, and we got, see, this is all white. I think the ones in AAM are kind of darker in here, so we made them a little bit whiter. So we retextured these again, but we were the ones that did these trailers and put them on AAM. Well, we didn't build them. Everybody knows the guy that built them. He's in the credits there. I just can't remember his name at the moment. He also did some radiant bins, and he also did some unloading augers. I haven't seen that guy in a while, but so yeah, we were the ones that in-gamed it and did all that good stuff, so helped the guy out with it. Still can't remember his name though, it's eluding me. Because he was the one that did all the modeling. It's no something, I think. I just can't remember. The big shop, didn't make it. I'm not sure where Killer took it from. I think it's from 15 maybe even. He loves this shop. Every map that we edit, he puts his big shop on here. I'm thinking it's me. Yeah, I can't think of the map it's on. But anyway, no, it didn't make the shed, but the doors are all scripted with the animation XML, but basically you just take the scripting from the other map that it was on and put it into yours. But he loves this shed. He takes it everywhere we go. The ones on AIM not to have the picture because that's just the way they were uploaded. And then Killer, after it was probably actually like 6 months after they were released, he decided, hey, I'm going to put pictures on it. So our trailer's got the pictures on there. I've been looking for other ones, Bergs. Something Berg. They're like a red and a black or a red and a gray design. I've been looking on Google to try and find a good image that I can take to put on our other trailers, but I haven't been able to find a good one, unfortunately. Oh, sorry, random ghost. Well, isn't that what your update's for? It's supposed to tell you. The shed's on Lone Star, yeah, but I'm not sure if that's where it came from, Patriotic. That big shed's on a bunch of maps. I'm not sure originally where it came from, to be honest. Yeah, I don't think that shed has lights in the inside, though. It might. I just don't remember. Yeah, the notifications do. I notice sometimes they don't tell you when people are live, but we'll do a little bit more, but I said I was only going to stream for an hour. It's been a little bit more than an hour. I'll see when the girlfriend tells me, because she told her only an hour, so. How's Mills County at it going? Well, still working on the pigs. I obviously haven't touched them for a while. I worked on the dealership tonight. I put a 1000 series Challenger out front of the dealership as a static object, so I was basically taking the mod apart and deleting all the shit that a static model doesn't need. So, I don't know, it's going alright. I haven't spent I was going to spend some time on it tonight, but I didn't, so. Just send it, you're here till the end. It's good, bud, man. Yeah, I'm hoping to get that Mills County edit done. I better get it done, because in 2 weeks I'm probably going to be playing a lot of Sea of Thieves when it comes out, and probably not a lot of farm sims, so if I don't get the edit done before then, it's going to be a while. Oh, did I say A? I probably did, yeah. Using a real tractor for once. Oh, yeah, got this, and I seen Killer had a couple big buds going. I hopped on the server, and the tractors were already moving. I didn't even start them, and I was like, well, that's weird, because the server's been off, but I sold them. I don't like the big buds, so I got this one, and then I got a couple cases in this other field over here, but they're currently not working because they're finished, so I need to get a field like this one ready for them and then get them going. But AJ, I do not. There's not many good W900s out yet. There's quite a few people that are working on some, but I'm not sure when they're going to get released. Yeah, I don't know. Sea of Thieves has got my interest, and it's a pretty fun game, so I'm going to be streaming it a lot. I'm not sure what you guys are going to think about it, but this is already a farm sim channel, but I want to branch out, and I want to have other stuff on the channel. So, like I said, the Facebook page will stay farm sim only, but yeah, I do like the Pete's, AJ. They're quite nice trucks. I use them mostly. I like them. I'm not a fan of some of the other peoples that have done stuff, but I like to try and use a lot of the stuff that we do ourselves. I do like using other people's mods as well, but we're on a Canadian map, and we've released a lot of Canadian implement type stuff. So, I mean, American implement stuff too, but Canadian and American's all pretty much the same. For the most part, anyway. We might have to get 2 rounds done, but yeah, I have Winston's Kenworth. I was meaning to take it back a blender, and I don't really like his chrome's a little shiny for my liking, so I was gonna redo the chrome, and I was gonna retexture it all, but that got put on hold for a bit. I don't know if I'll ever get to it, but yeah, I'm more of a Kenworth man than Pete myself, but I'm actually more of a Freightliner. Not the newer Freightliner style, but the older style. Like, you guys wait till you see it. Some of my real life farm videos and stuff that I'll be doing, but I'll show you our Freightliner tandem grain truck. I love it. It's got a custom dash. We're getting a second one built right now. I like the 1980 Freightliner stuff. I'm not a huge fan of the newer stuff, but yeah, you'll get this map eventually, John. Once we've tested it, everybody will be out for everybody. So, and you get to try it for yourself. Like I said, it's not gonna have. It has minimal detail. It's not gonna be nothing fancy script-wise. Pretty much just a couple of farms and big fields. Oh, an 80s Freightliner. That's nice. Yeah, it's probably a nice truck then, because yeah, I'm more of a 70s to 80s Freightliner type of guy myself. And I do like the Kenworths. We have a good old Detroit in our one Kenworth. Likes to leak that oil. Oh yeah, you gotta have a Canadian rail train. Saskatchewan now, you gotta have that stuff. Unfortunately, it's not a modded train that you can drive. It just goes through the map. It goes through the map pretty frequently, so you gotta be careful when you're driving over the tracks. I'm not sure if it's set there at 15 minutes or what it's set for, but you see it fairly often, so nice little sight to see. A 60 series Detroit? I'm actually not sure, but I'm pretty sure our truck is a 1973 Kenworth. I'd have to look again, but she likes leaking oil. Every time you start it, nice little puddle in the ground. Okay, live in the Eastern Ontario region. Okay, my girlfriend's from Ontario, so I can't. You know what? I can't even tell you where she used to live. I forget, but 40 minutes from Toronto is all I can remember. Yours is a Caterpillar. Yeah, we have a cat in our Freightliner too. Unfortunately, it doesn't leak any. Our cat doesn't leak any oil. Yep, Chevy's from good old Colorado. Sounds like a '96 Seagrave. I don't think so. That sounds foreign to me. That doesn't sound like anything I'm familiar with, but yeah, we're gonna test this whole map before we give it out to you guys. So, gotta check the fields, make sure there's not any big holes in it. Because because if somebody says, "Hey, there's a giant hole here, you better fix that," we're not gonna go do that little fix and then release a whole nother map. So you're gonna be stuck with that. So we're gonna try and test best. I don't think I got any rules yet, bud man. I was gonna put them in the other day, but I'm not quite sure how it. Might have to ask some other streamers how it works, because if I put in rules in my commands for Nightbot, is he just gonna tell you the rules out loud? I guess I could do it that way. We could give her a test, but I did add in a few more commands and stuff like that. But I'll maybe just try adding in rules and see how it turns out on a stream. Generally, Jake, what I would do is I would do a whole, like in real life, I'll do a full round all the way around the field, and then when I get to the end when I started, I'll go back and forth on that end row, and then so basically that's three passes on one end, then I'll do my AB line down to the other end, and I'll do a down and back on that other end, and then I have 3 passes on either side, and then I'll start doing my AB line. Because for my seeder in real life, I need we have a 62-foot drill, so I need to make 3 passes on an end for me to be able to turn around with that big beast. Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, I'll have to see. I just can't remember what it's got for an engine in it. It's eluding me right now. Yeah, I can actually seed properly here. I would in real life, so we'll do it the proper way. So we did a round around. So that generally wouldn't be turning out in the grass like this, but so yeah, I'll do a round around, and then well, what's the long way actually? Yeah, here we're gonna do something different here. Thinking this other way, the field's a long way, so we'll maybe do our AB line that other way. So we'll go this way first, I guess. Well, yeah, 62 foot, I don't know. It's big to me because we used to run at 52 foot, so 62 foot for me is quite big, but most guys around us only run like 40 foot seeders. They don't run very big, but what do I pull the drill with? I pulled it with a 470 quad track that's chipped to 550 horsepower. You guys will see it. I'll make videos this year of when I'm running and stuff. And roll clutches on it. I'll have to show you, Jake. I'll show you guys a video, but I don't think they're roll clutches. I've never heard that term, but we have an opener on each end of our shovel, and we like to run a wider. Shovel. I think we run like a, was it a 2-inch? Or I'm trying to think. We throw a lot more dirt than most guys, but we like a good seed bed cover. And then we run packers on the back of our 5810. It's got some packer wheels that pack it all in, and then we run mid-row banders on the front, which puts our fertilizer down, and it cuts it cuts in between all the seed rows, so I think it's like an inch away from all the seed, so that way you don't get any fertilizer burning your seed, because if you put it down together you can obviously get seed burning, right? So I'll show you guys what I run and how everything works when I seed this coming up in a few months here. So oh, we are out. I did not even notice that. Well, that was silly. Why do some mods have an FOV? Most likely, AJ, is because people don't know how to edit mods. So if you go into a mod and you move the main camera around, that screws it up for in-game. You're supposed to make an edit camera. You never wanna move your outside camera or your inside camera around, or else you'll mess them up in game. So no, we don't have anything like that, Jake. Or well, we have I'm trying to think what it is. We have sectional control on ours. So when I have wings overlap, the drill shuts off certain sections so we don't overseed. So it's pretty good then. So if that's something similar to your clutches, then I might be similar, I would assume. 20 minutes from Quebec border, right on, man. We ran out of seed. I wasn't paying attention. You pull 50 foot. Okay, yeah, 610 Verstiles. Oh, those are good tractors, so. Cornwall, AJ. What do you mean by that? Yeah, I'm not sure who they're calling the noob, but oh, where he lives. Okay, I see what you're talking about. Alright, so the drive back down there, since I ran out of seed. Too busy talking to you guys, I didn't even pay attention to what I had in the drill. I know, Chevy, no, I never will. There's not enough land for us to get that much around us. There's too many bigger farmers around us. Now, Winston's chrome's just a shiny chrome is all. I'm not a fan of that type of chrome, but it's gonna redo it. But everything's separated, so you gotta take and put everything together. There's like 100 different pieces to chrome, so it makes it a little more challenging. Just a little more work is all to get it put together for Blender is all. So we'll just come down to this end and then we'll go back to the other end. This is how I would normally seed. It's kind of an oddly shaped field though, but I don't want to live in the States, Chevy. I like Canada. I like my life. Alright, Jake, good talking with you. See you next time. So yeah, this is how I would normally seed, and then I'll do a third end row here, and then start going back and forth. Get these lentils going. You would miss your acreage. Yeah, no, I like where I live. Live 10 minutes from a town, and it's not really a town. Well, it's still a town, but it's like we got Canadian Tire, Walmart. Like we're in between two major cities, so we're a pretty busy town. We get all the good stuff. So I mean, I can't complain being 10 minutes. Have a farm 10 minutes out of town. Good for anything. Tim Hortons, roll up the rim. Yeah, I had one today. I had a good little meme today, or a good little picture I sent some of my buddies, and I said, man, guys, I just won on my roll up the rim. They're like, what'd you win? I sent them a picture, and my roll up the rim said, won a new prime minister. That was my roll up the rim today. Yeah, it's true, AJ. It is pretty nice. I mean, there's lots of nice places in the world too, but you live in a place where there's 300 people. Oh, nice. 300, man. Whew. Yeah, I think our town has about 9,000 people living in it, so still pretty small, but she's booming. When you get a Walmart and a Canadian Tire, you know you're getting pretty serious. We have 2 Tim Hortons too. Not many towns can say they have 2 Tim Hortons. One on one end of the town, one on the other end. 50,000, yeah. Lentils, 75%. I'm thinking we'll be good to, well, we might not get the other end fully done, but be nice to get back to this end anyway. Eat Tim Hortons, holy crap. I think we need a new GPS. How do you harvest peas and lentils? You combine them with a straight cut header, Matt, the same as you do wheat and barley and stuff. Do them the same way. Peas usually are a lot closer to the ground, so you have to shape the ground, but that's what some of these new air flex headers are for, crops like that. So I don't really like the logging aspect, no, AJ. I don't ever do logging in this game. I did it once when I played what was it? Kaska. It starts with a C. It's some Russian map where they had the plane that would spray crops. It had a bunch of factories in it, and I can't remember the name. I played it with a couple other guys. We played it for a couple weeks on server, and we basically, to make money, we chopped down a bunch of trees and ground them up. But that's the only time I've ever done logging, and I don't really. It's not a fun part for me. I like the farming only usually, so. So we'll get this strip done, and then yeah, we'll go down and back on this other end, and then we should be good to go back and forth. But I'll probably bring the cases over here and get them going. Get them going across, get this field done quickly. Gift of the Cuxes, yep. That is the map, Alfalfa. That was a map. We played on a server for a little bit. Satan really likes it, so. Budman, no, I haven't fixed the seed count yet. I didn't do anything with the map today, but yeah, there is a lot of cars. I'll have to go look at it when it comes by, but some of the cars are in the ground still on it. Oh, that's not too bad, Chevy. You're pretty close to a lot of places then. Yeah, I've seen the new header from Custom Modding. It's pretty cool. Farming in Fortnite. Yeah, she's still going pretty fast. I'll hopefully get to that. I didn't have time today, and I wanted to jump on. I never stream during the week hardly, other than Thursday, and I had some time tonight, so I said, I guess I could be editing stuff right now, or doing other stuff, but I like chatting to you guys, so. Yeah, AJ, this is a Trailer Park Farms dedicated server. Anytime I stream, I'm on the server usually, so. I don't think I've streamed a single player yet, but that is a lot of miles, Chevy. Hopefully soon I'll be doing some single player, but right now Killer wants us to test this, so. So I'm on here seeding it all, doing my best. Like I said though, I'm not gonna let you guys see me seed. I'll probably let you see me seed a little bit of every field. These fields are pretty small, so I don't care if you watch me do the whole thing, but some of the other fields are gonna take they would probably take actually 3 or 4 streams of me streaming for like 3 hours, and I don't wanna do that much seeding, so. Pretty sure you told this joke yesterday. I don't remember what it was though. And having fun too, yeah. Generally having fun. Seeding some of these fields isn't going to be that fun. It's going to get boring after a while, but it's got to be done before it gets released. Got to test them all, so. And I mean, this thing kind of has a few issues flexing, but I mean, for some implements that have trouble, this map might not be the greatest because it has a lot of definitely rolling terrain, so. That's true, bud, man. I don't think I'm gonna stream all of it because it's gonna be boring for me as well. I like to have a little bit of variety when I'm streaming. Especially if I see like 2 people watching, then it doesn't give me much motivation to stream it, but Sea of Thieves might be like that for a bit till some of the guys catch on. There we go, John, there you are. Thanks for subscribing, man, appreciate it. Sea of Thieves, it was, well, I wouldn't say it was a public beta. You had to be an Xbox Insider Alfalfa. I think they're going to have an open beta here. I don't think they'll have one this weekend, but maybe next weekend, right? They're going to have one more before launch, I'm pretty sure it'll be open. So you'll probably be able to join in then, and then of course when the game comes out. But yeah, the more you stream, I guess, yeah. So it technically was a closed beta, but if you sign up for being an Xbox Insider, you're able to play it. So that was the only requirement. I appreciate it, John. I like when people sub. I don't ask for much. I'm hopefully I think I might be actually setting a subscription goal for YouTube here to 500. And then I'm going to be giving away, I think I'm going to be giving away 1 copy of Sea of Thieves. So I'm going to buy the game for 1 person. I think it's $80, so that's a pretty good deal, I would think. $80 I'm going to give to somebody. And then I'm thinking the Giants DLC that's coming out here in March, it's like $8. I'll buy like 5 of those, and I'll give away 5 of those. I might make, well, no, 400's too close. I want to do 500. I don't want to do 1,000 or 2,000. That's a little too far away, but I want to do 500. I want to give it a little. That way people can share the channel, and I'm only asking for, I'm not asking for many subs. Plus I'm giving away quite a bit, so. Yes, AJ, it will be once it's fully tested, it will be released, so. And Killer does not like to keep things private, so. And he's the one that built the map, so it will be released. Alpha, it doesn't matter if you're PC only. Sea of Thieves is Xbox and PC. I was playing it on PC. I signed up to be an Xbox insider, but I still got to play it on PC. The game Sea of Thieves is Xbox and PC, and they're seamless. It doesn't matter if I'm on Xbox or PC, I can play with you. You can play on either platform, so like say I pre-ordered the game, I'm going to play on PC. If I want to turn around, I can download it on Xbox, like I paid 80 bucks. I can play it on PC or Xbox. I can play it on both. So one day I can play it on PC, the next day I can go on my Xbox and play it. And I can play with you. I can play with PC players if I'm on Xbox, so that's the cool thing about it. Time for another pop. Well, it'll be a little bit yet, AJ. The hauling of oil doesn't work. I think Killer said he talked to you, Alfalfa, about that, so I think it'll be fun, man, and I wouldn't mind playing with you too. I don't mind playing with anybody if we need a crew of 4 people, so I'll always be looking for people if I don't have 4 people. John, this map will run probably on every PC. This map has really long view distances though. As you can see, you don't really see the bubble in front of me at all, so you can see for like miles and miles. That might be the only thing that would stress a smaller computer, but like I only have a 1060, so a 1063 gig, and it runs fine for me. Like I'm running, I get some 40s and 50s, but there's not a lot of stuff on this map, so it should be very playable for most guys. Oh, you think you fixed the oil placeable today? Okay, good stuff. I noticed in single player it was a little tricky to get it filled, so, or to fill the trailer. Unfortunately, AJ, we're not gonna let anybody join. We have 6 people that can come on the server already, and they're trustworthy people, so once something's fully tested, then we don't want stuff to get out there until it's fully tested. So fortunately we can't just have anybody playing with us, but we will get it out to you guys soon. See you later, Ghost. Yeah, that's the one thing about Sea of Thieves, it's 80 bucks, but you only have to pay 80 bucks once. Any update you won't have to pay for. Any major content update they said they're not going to charge for. So you're going to pay 80 bucks and you're going to get so much other stuff for free along the way. Like nobody does that. So, and they're handling microtransactions the proper way that you should be. So they'll be good. Are we out of seed again? Jeez, and we are. Yeah, it was just a little tricky to unload as all Alfalfa, but it's not a big deal. So I haven't heard from him. Well, I haven't looked at my chat recently, but yeah, he was saying he was talking to you about it. So apparently he tried it last night and it wasn't something that will make the map. They'll gotta haul oil, I guess. Get rid of Nightbot. I think you'll be fine, John. I'm not 100% sure. I guess just have to wait and find out. But there's not a lot of stuff on this map. So, like I said, 60 here. Over here, I'm not getting much. There's not, like I said, there's not a lot of stuff on the map. So I think FPS-wise, you'll be fine. See you later, AJ. Gotta be careful here. This road's kind of a little high up here. So we're gonna fill our trailer again. We're cheating with placeables right now just for testing purposes, and mainly because we don't have any grain to put in the seed plant right now, but so we're just kind of cheating for the moment. I guess I better get the other 2 drills over there. Get them set up. And Nightbot. I don't know, Nightbot only put in, well, I think Nightbot put 2 people into timeout tonight, but oh, Nightbot likes John Deere. Oh. Yeah, I don't think, yeah, 4K is not a huge thing yet. A lot of stuff's just starting to get into 4K, so eventually, you know, 4K will be the thing, but I think it's coming. It just takes time for everything. Well, yeah, we shouldn't have to go through this much seed bud, man. I'll have to get that fixed. I told Killer I would do it because it takes him 4 hours to upload this map, and I think it's only 800 megabytes. It's got kind of slower internet, so I should probably be able to do it in about an hour and a half. So I figured I'd do the XML edit quickly and then just upload it again. So I should actually do that here tomorrow, so we get proper seeding rates for our 3 crops. It's at the corner. I think we can bring the case guys over too. I'll bring them over. Get them in the same field on some lentils. And that will probably be it for the night, I would think. And the hired worker takes a lot of money though. I had 11 mil and I'm only at 7.7, so just burning through that test money. I don't think I fully filled this, so I'm just gonna check it and make sure. You have 40 down and 10 up. I have 150 down and I have 15 up. But uploading to a server, I guess, is slow sometimes. But yeah, Killer doesn't have the greatest internet, so takes him a while. My old internet, I think it was like 3 or 4 hours to upload anything like a gig. Took me a long time to upload it, but my internet now is pretty good. That's what your boss is in the bank. Yeah, I won't tell you what our farm makes. Yeah, follower uses a ton of money, but we're just testing, so we can just always get more of it. Yeah, I've noticed that alfalfa doesn't make a huge difference, eh? So it's too bad, really. Be nice if there's a considerable difference between, you know, 1080 and the 2160, but maybe 19? I don't know. I haven't. You would think it would. So get that guy on follower. Get these guys on lentils as well. The Straw Master works the way it should if you use the cultivator. What is it? The stubble cultivator. It works. It works exactly like a harrow, but a lot of people don't use it that way. So I like it the way it is. It's nice because if you get on a big map, it's nice because it just cultivates the field. So that's one nice thing. If you're on a big map, it just gets the field done. But if you use stubble cultivator on chopped straw, it does exactly what a heavy harrow is supposed to do, but a lot of people don't know that or don't use it that way. So if you turn it into a weeder just basically adds fertilizer. I mean, in a way, you're spreading out your straw to decompose to be good for the soil. So in a way, it's kind of like a weeder too. But if you use the cultivator add-on with it, it does what it's supposed to. But if you go over it twice, then it takes it away. So it's debatable really what to do with it. The stubble cultivator mod, it's on like every site. You find it on MudHub, find it all over the place. It's out there. I'm sure if you Google it, it'll pop up on a bunch of sites. Yeah, I can get faster too. I can get, we have basically fiber optics in the ground in our little town, where we got some of the fastest internet in Canada, supposedly. It's called ONET. If you look it up. I never went with ONET because it costs like 300. Well, they gotta dig a trench in my backyard, and it was just a bunch of money, and I'm moving in a couple months, so I was like, I'm not gonna spend tons of money just to get the fastest internet here. But you can get download speeds of like 1,000 megabytes or something like that. It's stupid crazy, and upload is stupid crazy as well. And it's like $100 a month is all I gotta pay for it. It costs like $400 to get it installed, I think, and then it's only $100 a month, so it's cheap. But I'm not gonna install that good of internet when I'm leaving here soon. So supposedly, yeah, we have one of the fastest internets in Canada in our little town. It's crazy that our little town did that. I think some other places are doing it too around here, but fiber optic stuff is the way to go if you want good internet. But yeah, what did it take our town? It took them like 2 years to go and dig, like they dug up every alley around town and put all these cables in so that any house could have it if you want it. You just have to dig a trench in your backyard to it to get it into your house. I got a friend with it. It's crazy fast. It's just a little bit steep there. I'm moving to the farm, bud man. My parents are moving out of their house into my grandparents' old house. We have 2 houses on the farm. So my parents have renovated my grandparents' old house, made it like a beautiful house now, and then I'm moving into my parents' old house, which they've done a lot of renovations to it since I lived there when I was 18, and that's, it's been like 12 years since I've lived there. They've done quite a bit of work to it. So I'll be going back to that, and I'll be living on the farm. So I'm not sure if I'll be able to stream. I'll definitely do videos, but I'm not sure I'll be able to stream. So hopefully one of the other guys that I play with I can add them to the channel, and they can take over live streaming if they want to. But it's just gonna be nice. I only have to drive 10 minutes out to the farm, but I live in town, and I hate being in town. My neighbors, they're always like, "What are you doing in your backyard?" Like if I want to be nude, I can't. Out in the farm, I can. Well, I just gotta worry about my parents, I guess. But there's just so much more freedom out there. I like being in the country, so I'll try and get the best internet I can, but I know their internet's still pretty shitty, so I'm hoping I can at least play online games, because that's gonna ruin a bunch of stuff if I can't, but oh well. Being on the farm is more important, especially if I'm gonna be taking it over. I need to be kicking myself in gear and worrying about real life farm more than farm sim a little bit, but I kind of juggle the both right now, so. Oh, local phone company. Yeah, I think some of those big companies are starting to do the fiber optic stuff too. It's the way to go for fast internet, but it will. But yeah, my drive time now is only 10 minutes, and since I work on the farm, I think I only have to fill up. I only fill up my truck like twice a month, and the farm gives me a free tank of gas. So I really only got to pay for 1 tank of gas every month. So it's oh, hold on here. We are not on Lentils. That would have been bad. So I don't have to pay much for gas now, but you can get DSL. Yeah, we'll have to see. There's CCI wireless is what my parents have, and it's decent. I did a speed test the other day. Well, I did it on my phone. I better go on my dad's computer and do it again, but I don't think it's great. I think download is like 10 or 15 megabytes a second, and then upload is like 0.40. Like that's what I had. That's what I used to have, and it was awful. I couldn't stream. I could play online games, but I couldn't stream at all. I'd go to stream, and my stream would instantly kick me off because I had shitty upload. There you go. Here's the train for you. And you'll see some... Oh, nope, the cars are fixed. Never mind, they're not in the ground anymore. Cool. So yeah, here's your train here. Nothing but grain cars, practically. Yeah, 0.40, man, it's pretty bad. I'm hoping to get better internet. Like 1 or 2 up would be better than nothing, but it's more important to be close to the farm than playing video games, so gotta get my priorities straight if I want to take over the farm. Like I said, I'll still do videos. I can still do videos, it just might take me a couple days to upload them, and then hopefully some of the guys will do some live streams on the channel. We'll see. I'm still gonna try and do something, but hey, 0.80 is better. I should actually check. Let me check my upload right now, because I'm streaming and the girlfriend's streaming some videos out there, so we'll check what my speed test is here. Give me 1 second, I'm just testing. So it's not actually that bad right now. Oh, I can't drag this over, can I? No. See, I'm getting 73 download and 5.4 upload, so that's pretty good. It says my internet is extremely fast right now, and I'm streaming, plus the girlfriend's on the Cody box streaming stuff too, so. Oh, these guys are done. Huh. Actually, I better jump in this guy. So we'll finish this field, and then I'll be done streaming for the night, so. No, it doesn't change much. I can get up to 150 download, but my upload's usually 15, so it is taking some of my upload for sure. If I'm only at 5. But I think each device you stream on almost takes 5, doesn't it, or something like that, but So it doesn't change anything, the stubble mod? It should. It has for me in the past. It depends what crop you're doing. The chopped straw will stay the same, but the little stubble thing are actually, yeah, it takes away the stubble. It's really hard to see. It does it, but it's really hard to see it. Depends what crop you're doing. Some crops you probably won't notice it, but I know it does it because I've done it before. That was the whole point in scripting it that way. But if you go over the crop twice, then it just cultivates it, so you gotta be careful, not go over stuff twice. But like I said, it's hard to see. It pretty much gets rid of your stubble and just leaves your chopped straw. So yeah, depending what crop you're doing, you might not notice it. Oh, see, when these guys are on hired worker, they don't use any seed. Beautiful. We can seed lentils for days now, Budman. For days. It's perfect. I'm not sure which way this guy's going to go if I start him on this side. We'll start him here and see. Yeah, I'm hoping, but if I don't, I don't. I'll try my best. I can still at least record videos and upload them. Like I did that 10-minute video in the shop the other day on my phone. It's a 10-minute video, and it took me probably 25 minutes to upload it to YouTube. So I still can record videos and upload them. I just might not be able to live stream, which is not a huge deal. I mean, I like talking to you guys, but if I can't, I can't. If I was looking to make money and permanently stream on YouTube, then I'd probably stay in town and, you know, quit working on the farm. But I mean, farming's life for me, and I like video games, but there's a time and place for them, and I'll have to play less in my future. Now, okay, Budman. 537 KBs. That's a workable, I guess. So yeah, we'll have a couple field of lentils here. I'm gonna have to move this other guy now. So yeah, this field is pretty much done. Doesn't take long when you get a couple seeders in here too, but you can always do a 900. Okay, yeah, well, you kind of know more than me about internet, John, that's for sure, but I will look around and ask people I can to see if I can get the best stuff for sure. I'll try my best. And try and straighten this one guy out so he catches all this other crop over here. Oh good, that guy is turning that other way. Perfect. Yeah, we'll get this stuff done in no time, so that's pretty good. We're gonna get two. This guy isn't that straight. Oh well. 2 lentil crops done. Have to maybe go do some more peas and stuff. Finish those peas over in that other field. I guess we could split it up and do a flax crop or something over there, but so what do we got done here? We got 11 half seeded, 13's fully seeded, and 13 or 14 and 15 are fully seeded. So we got this whole bottom right hand corner right, so I'm not sure where we'll move to next. Maybe 8, 9, and 10 or something like that. I'm not sure, but possibly over there. I'm dreading number 4. That's going to be a pretty big field. I'm going to have to split that up into a few different crops, I think, but we'll see. Yeah, but that's, yeah, when you're running stuff, it definitely takes it down a bit, but I usually like to stream, plus I usually like to have like my Xbox going on my big TV, and then normally I'll be playing some music off YouTube as well, but kind of figured the last couple streams I haven't. Oh, right on, John. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm not super technical on that type of stuff, and some of the companies in town don't seem to know a lot either, but I'll do my best to see what I can get. I'm willing to spend a pretty good chunk of change so I can get good internet out there, but I think my girlfriend's hoping that I get shitty internet, because I think she would like to see me play less video games. But cool, so these guys are pretty much done. Just got a little bit left to do over there. Yeah, I'm not sure, but man, that might not be, but I think with 0.80, I don't think that's a good enough to stream. I think you need to at least have 3 or 4 for upload, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe even 5, but yeah, I need to have... I think anything under 1 definitely you can't stream with for upload. These guys folded up, so yeah, we got this done. And not the end of the world though. Streaming's fun sometimes, but it's nice when you get a bunch of viewers and you at least got people to talk to, right? So I do like chat, and it's good when you guys are watching and have lots of questions, and more like this game with what was I gonna say? This game with having GPS and long fields and seating, I'm able to talk with chat, whereas Sea of Thieves, I'm more busy actually playing the game and less looking at chat. So Sea of Thieves, I don't need to have as many viewers because I'm not going to be talking to chat as much type thing. But I will, John. I got you on the subscriber list, so if I ever need any help, I'll... And I mean, you might have different stuff in Ontario too than here, but I think at least from Canada it'd be somewhat similar. But you guys do have stuff over there that we don't have here. Like the girlfriend, she loves trying to think of the place over in Toronto or over in Ontario there. It's Banana Bread. Banana Bread? Yeah. She hates that there's not a Banana Bread here. She misses that place. They got some good mac and cheese, homemade mac and cheese, man. That place is delicious. So I went and met her family, what, a year ago or something, went down there. We're supposed to go again here soon, but went for a week and showed me a bunch of places that they have over in Ontario that we don't have here, so. So yeah, Lentils these 2 fields are done, that's perfect. Oh, I guess this was off already. Looked like it was still smoking, but... So I think that's going to be it for tonight, guys. We got lentil fields done, wheat field done. I think next time... Yeah, we seeded this field. We're probably going to go over to these fields over here. See, this one's a separate field. I'm not sure where it's separate here, like it's joined here, but they're 2 different fields, supposedly, for boundaries and stuff, so... To figure that out, so we'll be seeding probably these fields over here next time is the plan. Then we'll have at least this side of the map done, and then we can go to the other side to where the really big fields are. Like this field here, like just look at this field. Oh, it's all together. I mean, look at all the power poles too. Jeez. Yeah, these fields are going to be a pain in the butt. But we'll get to these eventually. These will take a while. But alright, that's it for me. Thanks for tuning in. I will see you guys next time.